Grace in my space. Today, we are going to be working in my son's bedroom, doing a complete bedroom makeover in a very small space. Let's make a teenage man cave. Now my son's room came as a wonderful, amazing blessing of a blank slate. The walls are all this creamy white. It's a very pretty color. I wish I had the name of it. I don't know what color it is, but we're gonna go with it. So he had a dream to have brick in his bedroom. And it was my goal with this new house to just let the kids design their own spaces however they wanted without my mom input, which was very difficult for me. But he came up with a really great design. I'm excited about it. He's excited about it. Let's go. Now, the room is so small that filming is gonna be hard. We're gonna have to literally be on the bed because otherwise I can't chat with you. This wall is where we're gonna be putting the brick, but rather than actually investing in full-on brick veneers and doing all of the work that goes into bricking a wall and mortar and then sealing and making sure that I have space where I can hang things still, we're just gonna use wallpaper. This wall behind me is the focal point of the room. It's the first wall you see when you walk in. It's also the only wall big enough for a bed. And so we're gonna make this the focal point with the brick wallpaper, and then we're gonna design around it in the rest of the spaces to try and make this very tight, small room into a great little retreat for my wonderful preteen. Now, the only way I can show you the room in its entirety is to zoom way, way out and have kind of this distorted look because it's so tight. There's my lighting. It's a tight space. So we're gonna take this tight space, which in real life is this big, and try and make it as most bang for our buck as we can get in a small room for my son. And yes, that is what it looks like every day. Now I am using peel and stick. This paper is so good. There's actually texture on the paper that feels like brick. You can feel it. It's so cool. If you have never installed peel and stick, I have a full video for you. I'm gonna pop it up top. Really helpful tutorial, I hope, for you guys. A lot of people have said that it's the best out there, and so I'm going with that. Make sure and check it out if you've never installed peel and stick before, and here we go. Honestly, the most difficult part of peel and stick is getting that first corner. Once you got that, you are good to go. here is a little bit of magic. So we have a outlet cover slash extension cord that is flush to the wall. So you plug it into any regular old outlet, not outfit. And then this one has a 3 outlet extension. You plug in whatever you need to plug in, and then what would have previously been sticking out this far is now flush to the wall. And you can also add more items to the plug if you need to. And then the bed is going to be totally flush up against this instead of sticking out 2 inches. Game changer. Now I only purchased the wallpaper and these bamboo Roman shades for his bedroom. Everything else we had at the old house, and we just had to reassimilate into a new space. So we got the black outlining on these bamboo shades, which is perfect. We installed the simple things that he needs, just a clock over the desk. He has this plant, lamps, really simple items. I did some rearranging on his cabinet with some of his treasured things and just kind of pulled the space together from an aesthetic standpoint, but also from a practicality standpoint. Not bad for a day's work. Only took me like 5 hours to do this whole room makeover. Now granted, I had most of the stuff on hand. I just wallpapered and I didn't paint, and so things like that make room projects go a lot quicker. But I hope that he loves it. I cannot wait to see his reaction. Little teen man cave complete. Now there are a few items that I specifically really like from an organization standpoint and a practical standpoint. These football and also basketball holders were really great to get some treasures off of the ground or off of a shelf and be displayed nicely. And then over on his bed, he has this clamp-on lamp, which is perfect for bedsides and also as a nightlight when needed. I chose to let the brick remain the focal point, but there is space above the bed if you would like to add artwork in the future. And one of the things I think is important when doing a room makeover is to just give the room a little bit of breathing space. I have empty walls where I can add things if I'd like to in the future, if his tastes change or if he has new interest added. And I also have some really cute specific things he enjoys, like a basketball hoop over the door that make it feel like a really nice teen hangout spot. Now, one of the things that makes this room kind of work, since it's a small space, is having a day bed rather than a regular bed with a headboard and footboard, because it allows me to push it against the wall fully. It doesn't need to float anywhere, and it can actually serve as number 1 bed, obviously, but number 2, like a sofa. So if he wants to hang out, he can lean up against the wall. He has a lot of flexibility with this day bed specifically because it also has dresser drawers underneath of it. So it's bed, sofa, storage, all in one. I love it. It's my favorite. And it works really good for this space. I wanted to add some personal touches. So Owen actually found these deer sheds in our woods at the old house. If you don't know, every year, male deer, bucks, they actually shed their antlers. And so this is a deer shed that he found and then marbleized with some paint. So this is like serving as like a sculptural element on his desk. He's entering teen years, so we have a small desk here available for him for homework station. And then we also have this cabinet which holds books, knickknacks, sports trophies, some of his signed footballs, things that he just treasures and likes to see and display. And it also serves as storage on the other side. We're not gonna look too close at that. And then over here, he bought this last year, and then he also actually made this sword, which says Sword of the Spirit on it, which is a biblical reference. And so I thought that those would be really cool to display, especially because he made that one. Make sure and check out the description if you want any source information, the tutorial for wallpaper, any of the bedroom sources. I'll link them all for you in the description below or up above if you're on mobile. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for so many more like this.